Hi, Sheila.
Stella Nyanzi has a reputation on social media of being a free-spirited PhD holder who doesn't care much about the conventional roles expected of women in Uganda's conservative society. She's a medical anthropologist who studied in the University of London. Nyanzi says her character was shaped by her mum.
Our mother raised us to be strong and reliant, self-reliant really. We relied on our little circle of 5. Mommy, Stella, Susan, Barbara, who's also called Sison, and Sheila. The S rhymes with hiss. We hiss like snakes. Our mother, the Bible says, be wise as serpents.
As an academic, she studied youth sexuality, which partly explains her rather bizarre comments.
It took undressing for them to say, by the way, where's Nyanzi's file? Every person that I have written to that was silent, I'd write, and then I became the criminal. I was criminalized for appealing for help.
On Monday morning, the dispute between her and the executive director of the Makerere Institute of Social Research, Professor Mahmoud Mamdani, over a new PhD program left many in shock when she undressed and uttered swear words.
People ask what I smoke. I smoke inquiry. I smoke questioning. I smoke pondering. I smoke thinking and thought and philosophizing.
Her refusal to teach in a PhD program founded by her supervisor, Professor Mamdani, is the issue in contention.
I'm not a teacher. I don't think that PhDs are taught like children are. And one of my first points of resistance was asking me to teach in a class where you all sit as if you're in P2. Remember P2 of UPE? Mugende musomere ebitabo, mukole notice, muletemba marking. At that level?
According to Professor Mamdani, Dr. Nyanzi turned back on her word to teach in the PhD program, yet she was even recommended for a fellowship in South Africa on the basis of that commitment.
I was under duress. Okay? I was under duress. The situation at the time, I think I saw the dates of the emails. There was a lot of conflict happening here. I was a new entrant. I didn't know the history. I saw big names like the Golova Mutebis living in disgrace. I saw people shamed. Stella Nyanzi was just told to pack up and go back to her sending faculty. And I said, okay.
Makerere University Vice-Chancellor Professor Dumba Sentamu has set up a committee to investigate the genesis of the Nyanzi Mamdani wrangle, but in a communication on the Institute website, Professor Mamdani said he would not subject himself to the probe because Professor Dumba is a close relative of Dr. Nyanzi.
So yes, I totally agree. Professor Dumba Sentamu is my relative. I was disgraced yesterday when he came down. I think he was shocked because he doesn't know what I was going through, right? Because where we come from in my family, we don't do stuff like that. Family is family, and work is work. I never gave him a vote when he contested for VC. I did not. So, I don't play my game like that.
Dr. Nyanzi describes herself as a feminist, determined to resist what she calls the overbearing domination of men in Makerere University.
It's rule. And I'm not just a feminist. I'm a radical queer feminist. Whatever. But
she also says she has a religious side.
I'm now spiritual. Spirituality is part of who I am. I'm a spiritual person. I got born again when I was 10 in Gaza Junior School. Yona, of course, was preaching. I had a chigoli. I don't know what it's called in English. When you get a haircut and you get a hole, a chigoli. But Yona, of course, made an altar call. And he had a gun when he made his altar call. And I came to the Lord. And the man that led me to the Lord was a man with a gun. My mother said to me, "Muli mundu yange, muli mundu zange." My mom taught us to fight aggressively.
Yesterday's nude protest raises questions about the resolution of administrative concerns at the country's oldest institution of higher learning. Chris Ochamringa, NTV.